For you guys that may be new to this channel, the Trigger Machine channel, I would just want to say that for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been following probably one of the biggest cucks, one of the biggest losers in the history of YouTube. And I've had my back and forth with him. I even went out to California myself to try to deal with this cuck. But ultimately, this is just one of the goofiest people I've ever seen in my life. He's a fraud, he's a liar, he's a fake life coach. Let me give you an example. This man claimed to have a sponsor for an entire year after that sponsor had died. I'm not bullshitting you. Everything I'm saying is completely legit. This man has put a $50 hit out of my life and like that was gonna work. There's all kinds of things I can go on and on about with this character. Now here on the Trigger Machine channel is where I deal with YouTubers and people, just shit like this, right? Well, this cuck who is, may be a chomo, may not be, because he goes to the park a lot and kind of, has these interactions with children. Well, this last one was kind of an extreme interaction. The kids were throwing rocks at him, chasing him. Now, I want to let you guys know, he goes to this park every single day. Now, a female went to find him, and so he stopped going to the park for a long time. Then I drove all the way out to the West Coast and went to the park, spit on his dad's grave, and he stopped going to the park for a little while. Now he's about to stop going to the park for a third time because kids are going to beat him up, punk him, things of that nature. Guys, I'm thejbgunner. This is the Trigger Machine channel. We're going to get into Cuck Eli on Valentine's Day, getting chased by kids with rocks. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
Now, I don't always do videos about this frail little fella, but I'm going to be honest with you. When the situations like this come up, it's just a continued ongoing cycle and more evidence that this guy is literally the frailest and weakest motherfucker in the history of motherfuckers. I'm just going to call it like it is. Well, let's go ahead and get to this because I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. What happened? Guys, I'm thejbgunner. This is the Trigger Machine channel. If you like what I do here and you want to support the channel, hit the links down below. Most importantly, though, is all my other content on all my other channels. Feel free to hit the links and go find them other channels, including my alt media channels, where you can find some of my realer and more uncensored work. But let's go ahead and get into this guy. A little backstory for you guys that don't know. He's about a 5'3", 130-pound liberal. Lives in the West Coast. He's a liar, a fraud. He's autistic. He lives with his mother. So many different things I've exposed over the years. But this one is just hilarious to me. Like it's really funny because whenever kids like show up in the background of his videos, like he runs from them. Like he's like, you're not allowed to have kids in the videos, blah blah blah. And it's just so fucking cringe. Like, let me explain this to you. Usually when I get into YouTube beefs, I make a video or two and I leave it alone. This guy is my hidden pleasure. It's my guilty pleasure. I can't get enough of watching this train wreck. And well, anyway, so I just want to share this with my audience that knows who Cuck Eli is. Some of you guys won't know, but we're going to get into it anyway. This was a funny situation. Watch the look of paranoia on his face as this thing kind of breaks itself down. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Happy people in this world than happy, positive people, right? So it's a larger audience to target, and even to us good people like us.
And let me make something clear. If you got to continuously, and he does this all the time in every video, good people like me, if you got to tell everybody how often, if you got to tell people often that you're a good person, it means you're not a good person. Let's just call it what it is. Because good people openly admit that they're not good people. Let me explain to you what I mean. We're all flawed. I am a fuck up. I fuck up all the time. I am an asshole. Other people declare me to be a good person. If you have to declare yourself to be the good person, you're probably not a good person.
Positive people, we still have emotions, and us positive people, which is what I'm trying to say, we can still get triggered. It's possible, right?
You hear him in the background, Coach Eli, I'm your biggest fan. These are 8, 9-year-olds, of course. They're trolling him, right? I want you to see the paranoia, and he even believes that I or my sponsor or other YouTubers paid these kids to do this. Wait till you hear this shit. Anyway, watch.
Right? But us positive people have learned to rise above getting triggered over stupid shit. So we've learned how to move past it, right?
I'm a big fan. Now listen, they're trolling him because these kids have been fucking with him daily. And here's why Eli never grows anyway. He acts like he's better than these people. All because he thinks that it's against YouTube rules to have kids on the video. But yet he goes to a park every day at 50 years old to walk with kids at a park.
People are calling my name, right? And it's a big distraction, right?
No, it's not that big of a distraction.
You know, I just want to do my walk and, you know, share my truth, right? And they're kids, and I get it. I totally understand it. They're little guys that are bored, right? Wait till you guys become 13, 14, 15, and 16, and you start liking girls, and you see how girls are nowadays, right?
You don't even see how girls are nowadays.
That'll occupy all your that'll occupy all their time trying to figure them out in this modern world, right?
In the modern world.
At least during my time growing up, women were still a little more submissive than dominant, right? But after my time, Gen X.
You're the one that says you don't want a chick to be submissive. You want it to be 50-50 or 80-20 or 70-30 or whatever. You want to be dominated a little bit by a broad. You said that yourself a million times. Cuck.
The millennial men and women changed everything. Everything. Oh, man. So these dudes here that are either, you know, Gen Zers after the millennials, the I generation, or if they're under 10, they're the alpha generation. Man, they've got a whole lot coming to them that
this is his life coaching, by the way.
Gonna
you gotta
drive them insane.
You gotta appreciate the life coaching.
These guys growing up nowadays have no idea what's coming.
Look, he's scared as shit. Look at him and look at the kids in the back. They're coming to get him. They're about to chase him down.
These guys are following me. I'm about to go off the air.
Of course.
And give these guys a piece of my mind.
I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Come on.
All right, I'm going to go off the air for a second.
Why? Look how nervous and scared he is. Look at that fat woman running behind him.
All right.
Look at it. Look how cocky, look how happy he is. Like he just did something. I gave him a piece of my mind. Come on.
All right, we should be back live. Queen, can you let me know, or can somebody let me know if I'm back live? Can you hear me okay? Let me know.
Oh, man. Doesn't get much funnier than this.
It's
See, I just want to say this. He always wonders why people fuck with him because he doesn't understand his mouth does it. He probably did talk crazy to them kids, and then now the kids are trying to beat him up with rocks. You'll see it in seeing them a little bit, right? Same thing with me. He doesn't understand why I want to smash his face. It's his mouth. He thinks he could just run his little mouth with no consequences being 5'3" and shit. Stop it. Somebody's going to smash the shit out of you.
So I went off the air, and I turned around.
And it's probably going to be one of these kids.
And before I could even say anything, these guys start running away like scared little teeny tiny female dogs. Right?
This life coach just called 10-year-olds a group of bitches. Do you understand? That's what this life coach, this 50-year-old man. He said, yeah, they started running away like little dogs. He means bitches. I want you to understand. This guy is a sack of shit. A piece of shit.
Like, you guys, you little shits, right? You have the balls to try to troll my show in real life, right? Scream at the top of your lungs. And they're kids, I get it, right? But these are kids that are like probably right at 13 or 14.
Look how scared he is. Look how much he keeps turning around.
And then I turn around, look at them, and they run. Like scaredy cats.
Like, scared, they're scared. You guys ain't real men. Come on, what the fuck? These are children.
And see, again, I wouldn't be surprised.
Look at him.
All right, guys.
Look how scared he is. Listen to him.
I would appreciate if you stopped following me. I have a show to run.
It's not illegal. You're in the public sector.
All right?
Look at
You
him.
guys don't stop following me, I'm going to call the police. All right? If you don't stop following me, I'm going to call the police.
911! Help! Help! The kids are coming after me. The kids are chasing me down. They're stalking me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think thejbgunner paid them. Oh, man, this is good. You'll see here in a second.
All right? Well, then just stop following me. All right? You guys saw that live.
You hear the other one. He said, what are the cops going to do? He always threatens to call the police. The same thing I'm talking. Bitch, ain't no police going to do nothing. Ain't nobody going to save your little cuck ass.
I'll show you what I'll do to you if you don't stop following me.
What is that? Was that a threat? Did you just threaten the kids? Hold on.
And see, again, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, guys, I would appreciate if you stopped following me. I have a show to run. All right? If you guys don't stop following me, I'm going to call the police.
Maybe you should stop walking around your little poor neighborhood, bro. I went and checked this shit out, right? His neighborhood is so disgusting and poor, but yet he claims he acts like he lives someplace special. I'm telling you right now, this neighborhood is one of the most poor, riddled, it's hard to explain, but it's
all right. If
the,
you don't,
the 7-Eleven at the end of his block is so fucking trashed. It's so crazy.
Stop following me, I'm going to call the police. All right? Well, then just stop following me.
Ooh.
All right? You guys saw that live.
Yeah, we did.
I'll show you what I'll do to you if you don't stop following me.
What are you gonna do, cuck? I'm gonna beat him up. God damn it. I'll show you what I'll do.
There you go. There's your content, other side.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Who cares?
You should care. You're threatening kids. Notice you don't threaten. Notice you run when us grown folks come, right? Like the little bitches that you claim those kids are. I'll come back out there right now, and I guarantee you'll run, you'll try to call the cops, and you won't say that shit to me because you won't even come outside. You won't even come to the park. Trust me. I guarantee you. But remember, you invited me. Come on out here, JB. Let's do tea time. Right. I came to do tea time, didn't I?
You know what they said? They go, what are the cops going to do?
Right. Exactly.
They're going to scare the shit out of you.
No. You think that.
They won't arrest you. They won't do anything.
Right.
Then they'll ask you, where are your parents?
And? Ooh.
You see, this is the problem with parenting nowadays. The parents of those kids let their kids go out there at the park.
Yeah, you're bad parents. You let your kids go to the park.
And run around.
And run around.
And act like jackasses, right?
And act like kids. Bad parents.
No discipline, right?
Well, they don't know it's happening, dummy. Most parents don't know what kids do when they're not around the parents. Like you said, by the way, you see them yards. I told you his neighborhood is trash. That yard has a patch of grass. A patch of grass and like I'm just.
This is where parenting has gone nowadays. They spoil their kids and they let their kids get away with everything. They don't learn any fucking manners, right?
Look at him. He's triggered. Triggered. Look at him.
And those little kids.
Look at them still back there.
Their MO is them trying to trigger me. And number one, they're not trying to trigger me.
Oh, they are trying to trigger you, and they are triggering you.
They're distracting my show.
Ooh, what show? There's 3 people watching you live. I'm one of them.
But they've learned. Just like these, other trolls online that have learned the system. What are the cops going to do, right? Probably
He's referring to me.
nothing. But they're gonna. But see, you're underage. You're kids, and they're gonna ask, "Where's your mother and father?" Right?
Ooh.
And then when they hold you until you tell them where your mother and father are at, and then your mother and father have you delivered by Redwood City Police. At that point, maybe your parents will whoop your ass, like my dad did, to teach me some fucking manners, or teach you some fucking manners.
He's so mad.
Right?
Look at him cussing at these kids. He knows these kids watch his YouTube channel.
I will say this: I have zero tolerance for drama and bullshit and stupid shit.
But yet, every video you do is about drama. Every video you do is whining about drama. Every single fucking video you do. And because you're a failure as a YouTuber, you try to interject yourself into more drama whenever people stop engaging in drama with you.
Shit, I have zero tolerance for that.
What are you going to do, cuck? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. At all. Ever.
Whether it's at my place, whether it's out in public, whether it's on YouTube, I've got a zero.
And you've never done anything about any of it but cry and whine and lose.
Tolerance for that crap.
Ooh. You're scared to death. Look at you. Every noise you look at you. Every noise you're turning your head. What's that? What's that? The kids are still back there.
Stupid shit. Man.
Look at it, he's triggered. You're mad.
Anyway, let's get back to the show.
What show? They're back there.
Yeah, these morons.
Look at him. He's so
drama
triggered.
Channels. Coach Eli. Lashes out at kids at the park.
Yes, you threaten them. You wait till you see what I'll do to you. You said, like you even. No one likes you. They ought to make a show. Remember when they did Everyone Hates Chris or whatever show they did? They need to make a show called Everybody Hates Eli. No one likes you. Listen, I despise your other enemies, but I like them more than you. I know that sounds crazy, but I like your other enemies more than I like you. And that's not saying much. So don't, to the other side, don't be over there jerking you. Oh, JP loves us. No. I don't like you at all. But I like you better than Eli. Everybody hates Eli.
Yeah, let's see how stupid they spin this shit, right?
It's not spinning. I'm showing the entire event. I should fast forward to each individual event, but I don't want you to claim I deceptively edited this. I'm showing the whole thing.
Way out of context, right? To get drama view.
No, we showed the context. The context is you got frustrated because the children said, hey, we're your biggest fan, and you don't believe them because you're used to being trolled, and so you decided to be a dick to them and then threaten them on multiple occasions. And they listened to your threat, and they laughed at your threat, and so you're triggered by it.
Right? That's what they're going to do, right?
Look at them. They're still stalking his ass.
Less.
Man, those kids are kind of big. I think they'll whip that ass.
They will continue to tune it out. Just like I said the other day. Tune it out.
He's being stalked.
Do whatever you want to do.
Like prey.
This is all part of the job, folks. This is all part of life nowadays.
This isn't a job. You got to get paid for it to be a job. I think those kids are bigger than you. For it to be a job, you have to get paid for it, sir. You've never been paid. You're in the red in terms of YouTube. You spent thousands of dollars to try to track me down, and you failed.
You're going to encounter people that are going to try to slow you down from what you're trying to accomplish, and you don't allow them to do that, right? As long as
these kids are trying
you know
to stop
who you
me
are
from
and
succeeding.
you're your real self.
Look at those kids are about to kick his ass. That's why he's scared to come back to the park. Those kids back there will tear Eli's ass up.
Kids are not being themselves, right? They're bored, they're miserable, they're unhappy about something, right?
Notice that every single person that dislikes this cuck, he thinks there's something wrong with them. He never looks at and says, there's something wrong with me. He always says there's something wrong with the other people, right? If you don't like me, you must be blah, blah, blah. No, you're unlikable. You have a punchable face. There's not a person that's ever met you that does not want to beat you up. It's that simple. And you have to accept that or learn to fight.
And their parents are not raising them the right way.
Keep talking about them kids' parents and watch what happens. You'll see. You'll see what they'll do.
Or their parents are both working and having someone else raise them, right?
You're barking up the wrong trees. Look at them kids are stalking him. They're about to tear his ass up.
This is what you're going to encounter.
He's so scared,
in
too.
all aspects of life. You're just going to encounter people that are unhappy within themselves and miserable of all ages, even little kids, right?
He's so scared. Look.
Adults, etc., right?
They're like hyenas stalking their
The
prey.
last thing you want to do is let these people
Look at
derail
him.
you, right?
Look at him back here. He's scared to death.
Never let anyone derail you and throw you off your game.
They're just kids, man.
I say that because it's happened to me many times in my life.
They're just kids that said hi, Coach Eli, and was following. Now they're stalking you because you was being a dick.
Online and offline, right?
Look at them. They're stalking you. Look at them
I'm
behind
not
them.
going to get into the details. I've talked about it before.
They're ready to kick
I'm
his
just
fucking
saying
ass.
it's happened to me, right?
They're-
Because I let it get to me. Now, also partially because
You still are letting it get
I
to
had to
you.
learn what was actually happening before I can correct the issue, right? Out here on YouTube, I had to learn the YouTube ropes and why people do stupid shit, right? And when I finally realized they're just pretending and acting to make money and donations,
Who's pretending and acting? Go ahead and tell us who's pretending and acting. You think we really like you? You think our criticism of you is an act? Is that what you think? No, we think you're scum. We think you're a little cock. We think you're a little liar and a fraud and a crook and a criminal.
figured it out, got the hint. I started ignoring it, and now they got nothing, right?
And half retarded. Yeah.
Now any content they make off of me is just the same old shit, different year, right? Or they try to dissect me talking about what they're actually doing, right? Now let's do a reaction video to Eli talking about what we do to him and why we do it, right?
See, and that's another thing he gets mad about. He talks about us, and then it's like, "Nah, you're just acting when you respond to me." But yet on his videos, he'll say, if you guys want to do a response video of this, that's okay. I won't watch it. You talk about us, and then when we respond to you, you act like we're the ones doing something wrong. You understand that? In every single video, people could go back and look at every single one of your walking streams. You've mentioned us or the drama or every single one. But yet you tell people you haven't talked about the drama in over a year. Bullshit every fucking stream.
How engaging and entertaining is that going to be, right?
You've been saying the same thing for years, by the way. You guys can't keep this up. Nothing. At some point, you're going to have to make long-lasting content. Oh, by the way, that's what I do on my other channels. This is all for free. This is all fun. None of my audience is going to pay me for talking about you. By the way, you like how I do that slow manipulation out there? None of my audience is going to pay me for talking about you. Wink, wink. Hashtag thejbgunner.
So you have to. Those kids are still following.
Look, about to get you. They're about to get you. They're going to laugh at you.
They got nothing better to do. I'm being led to believe
Here they go.
that somebody may be paying these people. See them, they're right back.
JB and his sponsors paying the kids to chase me at my back. They paid the kids to beat me up.
There, right?
This is good shit, right? Good shit. Don't get much better than this. He's scared to death. Look at him. He's so scared. Help! Help!
Those kids will not come up to my face
Oh, look at it now. Now he wants to play tough. Now, I bet you won't say it to my face. I will.
Do anything. Because they're chicken shits.
Oh,
what they are.
They're chicken shits. They were bitches. They're chicken shits. That this 50-year-old man is saying that these 10-year-olds are chicken shits and pussies and bitches.
Chicken shits.
Chicken shits.
Right? That kid just threw a rocket.
Look at him. They're gonna get you. Look at him. He can't even say nothing. He's like, I gotta get out of here. Man, I ain't never seen no shit like this before. The minute I saw this live, I looked over at my girl and I said, he's not coming back to this park. I swear to God, because I was watching this shit live. I said, he's not coming back to this park. Look at him, he's about to cry.
That kid just tried to throw a rocket at me and it skipped on right by. Right?
Look at him.
That kid is under 13 years old, right?
Yeah,
What does that tell you about that kid?
Well, you called him a chicken shit and a bitch, but then he threw a rock at your fucking ass.
And the way he's being raised. Why do you think people turn out to be pathetic, drama-centric losers like most of the people that are out here on YouTube? Why do you think they turn out?
Says the drama-centric loser with no job, does not live on his own, does not have a real girlfriend, any of those things.
And do this kind of content because that's the way they were behaving as a little kid. You're seeing it in real time, folks. Part of what I do here is you're seeing this shit in real time, right?
Oh, don't try to twist the fact that your own neighborhood kids hate your guts, little old man, and to making it sound like it was some sort of lesson you was trying to teach the audience. No, you're scared to death and you're running from 10-year-olds so they don't stone you to death.
That kid literally
Look at him.
tried to throw a rock at me, right? And it
Ooh.
skipped on right past me because he was literally a quarter mile down, right? He's probably trying to hit my phone and break my screen, right?
Yes, he was that detailed. He's like, this, maybe if I throw it at this angle, it'll crack his phone. Get the fuck out of here, this guy.
What does that tell you about that little kid and his upbringing, right?
Tells me he wants to kick your ass, which he should.
That's where our future generation is heading, right?
It's better than you. I know that. You look at him, he's so triggered by it.
All right, we should be back.
He's so fucked up.
We should be back, folks. I got cut off again.
He's
the
so
tower is
fucked
really
up
bad
about
today.
this.
There are a lot of people here. I keep getting cut off. I was in a say a second ago. If I see Redwood City Police in the lot,
He's
on
gonna
the
call.
other side,
He's
I'm
gonna call the
let cop
cops.
know
He's gonna call the
about those
cops.
kids. I wasn't gonna say anything, but now that they're throwing rocks at me, fuck it.
Woo! Oh man. He goes on later to say that he's gonna go to someone. Remember how I told you I was talking to my girl as it was happening? I said he's not coming back to the park. Well, later on, he says he's not coming back to the park. And then he keeps going on later on about how he thinks we paid the kids to do it. He doesn't understand. He's just a cuck. He's got a punchable face. No one likes this man. No one ever will like this man. I've been waiting for a moment like this. The kids were about to kick his ass, and now he's scared to go back to the park because the kids are going to kick his fucking ass. They were about to stone this man to death. Stone this little cuck to death. Why? Because they're bigger than him. He's 5'3" and some shit. So they're like, man, we're about to ride on this little cuck, right? Eli, it's only going to get worse from it. Let me explain this to you. You always thought And you always say it's everybody else. When are you going to realize there's a reason that everyone wants to beat you up? There's a reason everybody has a problem with you. It's not because everybody else is fucked up. It's because you are fucked up. All the different shady shit and sneaky low down shit you've done, the criminal shit you've done, you still have the nerve and audacity to get on here and talk as if you're better than anyone when in every statistical metric, you're not better than anyone. You're not even better than the Jamie dude. Jamie has you beat in every metric they're available. And I for sure do. That's the reality. That's the truth. You wouldn't even be able to eat if it wasn't for your trust fund. That's the truth. You had to steal from your dead best friend after he was dead just to even have a new studio mic and to have something shit as junky as like this old fucking mic. You're a thief, you're a fraud, and you're scum. That's the truth. Guys, I'm thejbgunner. This is the Trigger Machine channel. It's only going to get worse for you, cuck. It's only going to get worse. Now you've resorted to trying to fight kids at the park. And well, you're not even doing that. You're running from them while calling them bitches and little shits and scaredy cats and all that weird shit, right? Guys, if you like what I do here and you want to support the channel, by all means, hit the links down below. If you guys want to see my real content, go to my other channels where I actually produce real content. This is just the channel where I laugh at cucks and people like that, all right? I love you guys. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm thejbgunner. This is the Trigger Machine. Cuck versus the kids. Let me know what you guys think. He's such a fucking loser. I'm sorry. It's just the biggest loser I've ever seen. I'm addicted to it. I can't let it go. Like, I try to not watch because half of his shit is boring. You got to realize I got to sit through a lot of boring shit to get this little morsel of entertainment. Well, there we have it. I mean, he's going to try to flag this down for copyright. I mean, I'll just sue him, so it won't really matter. But it is what it is. Enjoy.